Rccg member kicks over Iluyomade'S resignation. Following the recent resignation of one of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Rccg Trinity Towers senior pastors Iluyomade, a church member Funsho Olufemi, who resides in Lagos, has expressed his displeasure towards the development. Speaking with journalists in Lagos, Olufemi noted that the Iluyomade'S have done so much to build the Church of God and to strengthen Christianity in Nigeria, hence they should be reconsidered. He, however, cautioned the church to desist from politicking, which assumed forced Iluyomade out of the Rccg. He stated, "I wish to make it crystal clear that this use and dump system did not start today. What happened to the Iluyomade'S is a culture in the Rccg. The Rccg has long been rewarding its good diligent members with frustration and punishment. Those who help the church to grow are cast away like worthless orange peels." He buttressed, "I will give some indisputable examples among many. The first is the case of Pastor Tony Rappo, who pastored this present house presently. However, further checks revealed that Pastor Tunde Bakari, now of the Citadel Global Community Church, pioneered the model parish of the RCCG in 1988 before Pastor Rappo was seconded to assist him. But what happened? Once RCCG gained ground and became popular and influential, the church leadership went after him. They sent Pastor Rappo away to London to start a new parish. It was a calculated ploy to cut his soaring popularity, and from there, they tactically brought him back to Nigeria and left him without a parish and finally forced him out of RCCG. The RCCG member remarked that past pastors has gone through the phase the Iluyomade'S are currently experiencing. He noted, "I heard that Pastor Rappo's successor, Pastor Ago Irupu, is facing the same fate today. He is the son of a late insurance mogul, Prof. Joe Irupu. Pastor Ago, as he is popularly known, built Redeemed Christian Church of God into the second biggest and most influential church in London, so big that the current King of England, King Charles III, worshipped there occasionally and even celebrated his birthday at the church. But how was Pastor Irupu rewarded? He was allegedly forced to step aside last year, and a young pastor of Yoruba extraction was used to replace him. This made some members to start saying that it is because both Pastor Rappo and Agu are Igbos and that the Redeemed Christian Church under Pastor Deboe is Yoruba in heart and mind. But if you perceive tribal sentiment in an answer, what about Pastor Itua Igodalo? He is practically Yoruba even though he hailed from Edo State. Though his mom is Yoruba and some say she was even related to the GO, once Itua, a most likable pastor, turned Christ Church Parish of RCCG at Bagada into a celebrated and youthful parish. The RCCG hawks from the camp came after him as the governing council, doing a hatchet job, said he was divorced and he should not head the parish. Olufemi further stated, Idowu Iluyomade, whose leadership of City of David has made RCCG a truly global church, especially because of the corporate social responsibility (CSR) which cuts across many countries. How can a pastor build a structure like Trinity Towers, RCCG best building in the world, and the best way to appreciate his effort is to force him out of a church in a deceitful manner that seeks to humiliate him and his wife? With a lame reason that his wife had a birthday party after the death of a member of a church, although very sad as an excuse to force them out. He queried, where is God in all this act of man's inhumanity to his fellow man? Why was RCCG looking so political, so devoid of soul and human feeling? He added, it is true that Herbert Wigwe's death was tragic and painful, but nobody talks about the fact that the same pastor Iluyomade led COD held 2 special services in his honor, 2 services fully dedicated to the memory of Wigwe. Pastor Iluyomade and his wife wept endlessly over his passing, but all that we read about was how the late banger donated so much money to the ungrateful church. The hard truth that must be told here is that Wigwe indeed raised a significant sum of money with his friends during a fundraising for the Trinity Towers which he chaired. Now that they have taken over Trinity Towers, can they now leave the man and his wife at peace while they celebrate their unkind and temporal victory? Hence the discontent in the church presently is sizzling. It is easy to see. This disillusionment in RCCG in general is worsening. People who love Pastor Ide and his wife, Other pastors who have been oppressed and suppressed, and their voices silent, are brazen up to the challenge this cruel determination to humiliate Pastor Iluyomade and his wife, Pastor Siju Iluyomade, because they see it as an opportunity to speak out, and there are many of them, Olufemi averred. Well, I don't know about RCCG much, but what I know be say every religion gets stain of there is no perfect religion. What am I even trying to say? In the Christianity, this thing they're saying this is not the first time we're hearing something like this. Let me don't talk about every religion. Let me don't do that. In Christianity, this thing will happen now. It is not the first time. And it leaves us to ask whether these people are truly men of God or God of men. Yes, because that title men of God, they don't twist them. You don't become God of men in the sense that these people are forcing people to act in the way they would want them to act. They are not acting in the way God would want them to act. I read a particular article where a certain man of God, then they, in order, as in, then they take salvation in a way we say, then they force people to do some things, cut them off from society, and make them do some things in the name of, punish them if they commit one particular thing or make mistake. And I'm saying, God no send you. God no send you, make you do that one. You understand? If you have read Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Adichie, I think. Yes, Purple Hibiscus, that's the first book about, that was her first book I actually read. It talks about how a father, in the name of training his children in the way of God, he punished them if they sin, they pour water, in the pot water for hand, if they beat, you understand, and all of that. God no send you. Not because tell you make you do that one. Now you do and they do one. So, when they go on now, these people don't forget themselves. And it leaves us asking the question, they say God really called this person because person we God called not supposed to behave like this. Do you understand? Whatever is going in RCCG today, not only RCCG people know, but this is what I'm going to say. If you're a Christian and you're starting to get discouraged by everything happening around you, please, I'm going to say this to you. Remember, say the goal, not the goal. The goal of you worshiping God is what? What goal do you have? Is it to come outside and show up that you're worshiping God, or is it to worship God in truth and in spirit? The goal is for you to have a communion with God. Make sure that what is happening, whatever it may be, does not distract you. Because a lot of people, because of this thing, will fall back and become backsliders. They'll be like, I beg, waiting be this. What is your goal? Should I make them know you or want to make you serve God? If you want to serve God, you don't need to look at the mistake of others. God, this person, they make mistake. No, you have to be focused on doing that. All right, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of